Today we're making tartiflette, which is a French Alpine dish. You might think that it is traditional, but actually it was invented in the 80s by dairy farmers to sell more cheese. It is, however, delicious. So to cook this, you need 2 onions, 200 ml of double cream, 150 millilitres of dry white wine, about a kilo of potatoes, and a wheel of Reblochon cheese, or 2 halves if you shop at Tesco, and a pack of bacon lardons. Smoked or unsmoked is up to you. You can choose whether or not you peel your potatoes. I've gone for peeled, just personal preference. And then what you're looking to do is chop them all into thin round slices. And here we are, some wonderfully sliced potatoes. So don't be too precious about the thickness of them, because they're all going in the same pot and getting covered with cheese. Then you've got your 2 onions, and these need to be finely diced. So once you have your finely diced onions, like so, it is time to check that your oven is on to preheat at 200 degrees. Boiling water, and now you're just going to parboil these because they are going to go in the oven with everything else. While the potatoes are on, put a generous amount of oil in a pan, a bit more, and chuck in your onions. And we're going to cook these for about 4 to 5 minutes until they're going sort of translucent. These have been on for just over 4 minutes, and as you can see, they're going a little bit see-through when they soften right down, so we can chuck in the lardons. Once your lardons are in, turn the heat up a bit because you want to cook them right through before they go in the oven, and cook some of that fat down as well to get kind of the juices going. If you don't eat bacon lardons for whatever reason, you could probably do a good mushroom version, or you can just leave it out. Once your potatoes are done, like these ones where you can like stick a fork in but they're not falling apart, just drain them and put them to one side. Once you're happy your lardons are cooked, take them off the heat and we can start assembling the tartiflette. You need a casserole / oven-proof dish that is big enough to double layer your ingredients, and it's not going to boil over. But want half your potatoes in to cover the bottom of the pan. Then you put half the lardons and onions on top of the potatoes. Then repeat with the other half of the potatoes, onions and lardons, and put that one to the side while we do the next bit. Turn up the heat a little bit to cook off the alcohol and get it bubbling. I would recommend using double cream because you don't want a single cream or kind of a low fat thing that's going to split. If you don't have dairy, I'd perhaps try something with soy because you don't really want like coconut and having that flavour coming through. If you don't drink white wine or have any on hand, I would do a mix that's 1 part white wine vinegar and 2 parts water. Now that's been bubbling away for a couple of minutes, we will take it off the heat over to the Reblochon. So you're going to want to slice this up. You can eat it rind and all, so just leave that on there. Cheese is all sliced up, and we're going to pour our cream and white wine sauce over our potatoes and lardons. Don't worry if it's not quite covering it, because it will come up as it cooks and you're going to put cheese on the top anyway. In the oven, and you're going to want it in there for between 10 and 20 minutes depending on how brown you like your cheese and how hot your oven is. After 20 minutes in the oven, here is our final tartiflette.